Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is another day and I'm here to show you my favorite tool to use inside of DaVinci Resolve that makes my work easy and gives me the crispy kind of look and color grade I need. So let's roll the intro. Here I have this clip. Here is my group. Here's my clip node where I have just a simple node tree where I'm supposed to do what will actually make this whole look come out to look beautiful, but nothing yet. While in my post group, I have tons of, I won't say tons, but I have like 6 nodes that helped me to bring out this look entirely. This is the image itself. Here is my LUTs, personal LUTs I made, but it's not going to work without the CST. So if I put my CST on, this is the CST, and then if I put the LUTs, it looks this way. You can see how simple this look is already, right? So here I have my DaVinci film LUT, my colors, my Cineon film log, and then here I have a look I added which gives this warm tones. You can see before and after, but with my own personal conversion the image looks dark this way, so I get to adjust the way I want to. So talking about my favorite tool, which I'll get there, let's say I just want to adjust this image a little. Now I'll come to linear and I'll adjust it back, take out the Luma mix. Now everything I like to do falls around the primary form of color grading, right? So here is the primary wheel. So one of the tools I really love is the highlight tool. You can see it's the highlight tool, but it's not my favorite, but I'm going to show you my favorite. So let's just say here I just want to play with the white balance a little before I get to the tool. I'll show you what that tool does and how it helps to build my look the way I want it to be. So with this I have a good white balance, but I think I'll just drop it down a little. Okay, good. I like what I have here. So hold on. So let's just say okay, I just want to boost her up a little bit. I'll do this, and when I start bringing down my highlights, so let's do it before and after. You can see before, after. I love to use the highlights. I love using the highlights sometimes. Why I can still decide to use gain, but you see there's a little difference between the two. So whenever I decide to use my highlight, maybe when I take my highlights to such level at 100, I decide to drop down the saturation of the entire image itself. So I could decide to decide to drop down the saturation so that it's not going to look too oversaturated. I would stop somewhere around like this so I can control my saturation. So with this I can decide to say, okay, I want to push saturation at the reds while the other parts of the grid looks normal also. So this is where we are now. These are some of the tools I love to use. I'm not using any primary tools, any secondary tool in this video or this grid. So if I put this on, you see how it's looking clean, filmic, it's just simple, but we have a good look so far. Now with like these little changes, this is good to go, right? So another tool here is the global exposure. You can see I can still adjust it if I want to. So with all this now I have a good base I can go with, but this is where it gets interesting. This is where it all gets interesting. The particular lo- no tool I love to use so much. So let me show you. Let me come to the look and come here. And then I come to curve itself. I love to use these curves because sometimes without using any film emulator or any third party plugins, I am able to create looks that I love, and this is how I'm able to do some. So you can see, let me take this off. This is what we have. But if I decide to, I want you to take a look at what's happening. The old look has this greenish and bluish, this cyan feel in the shadows, right? But there are looks I create sometimes that I don't need the shadows to look that way. I need them to look as clean as possible. So I do some things like this. You can see I'm creating a certain type of look before and after, and I want to make sure I'm having good control. Can you see the change so far? I can do the same for blue. I can decide to start taking the warm up a little bit instead of leaving it the way it was before. And then down here, let me see. I don't want it to have like any other color at the downside. So you can see this is before, this is now, with just this little change. This is why I love this tool so much. Let me take this node off and just use a new node to show you what I'm trying to do here. I'll select just my red and watch what's happening. Can you see? This can give me a look, but I like this. So why not I shift this to this level? I'll stop somewhere around here, and I want to push this to this level. Before and after, before and after. With this, I'm able to create a look I want. If I want the skin to still remain reddish a bit, I can still push it up. Can you see? Now it's too much, so I can now adjust. While this part is focused and centered on the skin, I can now decide to push other tones in the bright area. So you can see I'm pushing that greenish tone a little bit in the highlight, so you can see. And here holds the skin for me. Before, after, before. So with this tool, you can be able to create different looks. I love using the curve tool so much to create looks whenever I want to grade. It's like my go-to place. Anything I do is just simple adjustments. I could just, drop down the saturation of the skin if I want to, and probably the hue if I want to, just a little bit. And I have this. This is a good look for me. It's a print. If it's a print, honestly, maybe I just wanted to have more contrast. I'll still go back to my curves, and I'll start dropping my dark areas. Good. Fix this, and voila, you can see I have the contrast I am looking for, because what, my curve is ready to work, and I can easily pass this to different grades, and it's going to work really fine and fast for me, because I don't have to start making different selections on different images. You can see how it looks in this image here. You can see from here to here we have a very good look. Sometimes you don't even need these third-party plugins. With this pattern, you can create different kind of look. I used this clip in my previous video. You can see before. Let me take the first look out. So this is it here. You see you can still see it here. Let me just take it out before and now. Just very simple and beautiful. Let me take this out and put this back, so you can see what this particular tool is doing for us. So I love using the curve tools. add. I think you should try using it more to see what you can create. Probably it might make your videos look way better than they used to be. So once more, thank you for coming back to my YouTube channel. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my videos, and I will see you all in my next class. Thank you and goodbye.